As I entered Clark's lab, something caught my eye.
What was it?
It was blood, and it was all over the floor. Probably walked into the middle of a murder scene, and the question was, where was Bosworth Clark?
Bosworth?
Oh, yes, yes.
Bosworth Clark?
Yes. What is this?
We're going to play a little game.
Oh, no.
1 in 6 chances. Lucky boy. 1 more time.
No, don't.
I thought I'd stop by and see whether you'd finished your examination of that photograph of Linsky.
We did, but we only found one thing of any interest. Both Klaus and Linsky were wearing ID badges with the STG logo on them. Does that mean anything to you?
No, not yet. You got a couple of minutes, I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Sure. I've heard only one reference to STG. It was in a letter sent to me anonymously about a month ago. The letter was sent by someone calling him or herself the Poisoned Pawn. I would have figured it was written by some psychopath, but there was enough verifiable information to make me take it seriously. The letter said that there was a project called STG, which was in the process of being swallowed up by Law and Order. The letter advised us to check out John Klaus, STG, and Law and Order's connection to it. I have no idea who it is. We examined the letter for clues to the author's identity, but came up dry. He or she did say that we could contact them through someone named Jorge Valdez. There are a handful of Jorge Valdezes in the area, and I'm sure there are some that aren't listed. I've checked out the ones I could find, but none of them appeared to be the one I was looking for. Gideon Enterprises had a little shake-up recently. The chairman of the board, Frank Schimming, pulled a coup on J. St. Gideon, who's now practically out of a job. It was all legal, but underhanded. Rumors have circulated that Schimming is connected to the Law and Order party. If that's the case, we're going to have a hard time doing anything to stop them. Gideon Enterprises has more money and power than it knows what to do with. They would make an imposing enemy. Gideon helped us design some of our most valuable and top-secret surveillance equipment. We even invited him to join our organization, but he said that he was too old for the cloak and dagger business.
Yes?
Mr. Schimming, my name's Murphy, and I'm looking into the apparent suicide of one of your employees.
Is this an official investigation?
If you're a nice guy and play ball with me, I think we can keep this thing off the record.
I believe it's within my rights to ask for whom you work.
I don't work for anybody. I'm working with Wanda Peck.
So, you're with Capricorn. I thought you people had gotten tired of pestering me.
We never get tired of pestering. That's our motto.
What is it you want this time? We are the world's foremost innovator and implementer of security surveillance systems. We are also the parent company for dozens of smaller firms, ranging from computer chip makers to research facilities. We have many small subsidiary companies. If I remember correctly, STG was research-based and probably more of a write-off than anything. I know it is no longer in existence and was unimportant, to say the least. I respect the work Capricorn does, which is the only reason I'm talking to you now. To my knowledge, Gideon Enterprises has done nothing to warrant a Capricorn investigation. Ms. Peck has approached me with insinuations of illegal ties between Gideon Enterprises and the Law and Order Party. I know Capricorn feels a responsibility to investigate scenarios of this type, but Miss Peck's suspicions are completely unfounded. Mr. Gideon founded this corporation and brought it to prominence. And he did this despite mediocre business skills, which have diminished along with his general mental state over the past several years. He became obsessed with pet projects and was leading the company in a counterproductive direction. And for that reason, the board of directors saw fit to limit his authority in business matters.
So what does Mr. Gideon think about all of this?
Why don't you ask him yourself? I'm sure he'd appreciate a visit from someone other than nurses and wheelchair repairmen. I'll let you know where to find him.